So I talk a lot about manifesting from the I am awareness consciousness source because we are all powerful, we are all gods, but I want to explain a little bit more on like why everything happens the way it is and what is like the purpose of us living these experiences in our 3D matrix, okay? So you have to understand that like we are all connected. If you haven't come across this term called non-duality, essentially we are all the same. We're all energy. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but I want to give you an analogy of what this really is. At the core essence, just through self-inquiry, just keep asking yourself, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Not conceptually, but just feel into it. And once you get it, you're going to really get it, okay? But when you're resting in this, some people like to call it the void state. And yes, I've talked about and made videos in the past about manifesting from the state. This is not the topic of today. What I'm really talking about is getting the understanding of knowing that we are all connected and why things are reflected back to us. Like why, when we place our awareness and focus on something, it's reflected back to us in the 3D. It's because everything in the 3D is also us. It's also us. The objects, the people, the plants, the animals, the things around us, other people, especially other people. But I'm going to focus on people for a second because we are all having our experience through our unique personal like selves as humans, right? So you almost have to think of like we are this essence within us, this I am, this God, this self, this consciousness. And we are percolating, and some people call this souls, right? We come from a soul body. And so we are percolating in these physical bodies, like me with my physical appearance. I'm embodying this particular body right now through the lens of my eyes, not just my physical eyes, but I'm talking about my metaphorical eyes. I'm perceiving the world in the 3D, which is all an illusion, but it's all just me, right? And we are all connected. So you almost have to think of like it as we are this building and there are multiple different windows, but there is a window on the 7th floor and there's a window on the 14th floor and there's a window on the 1st floor. And we're all peering out of this window and seeing this beautiful, wonderful landscape outside of us, which is the 3D world. But everything that we're seeing, we are looking at it from different angles. We're looking at it from different perspectives. So, for example, someone that's on, like, let's say the 30th floor versus someone that's on the ground floor. They're looking out, let's say that there's a bunch of trees. The person at the very top, at the penthouse, they're looking out and they are seeing the top of the trees. They're looking down, they're seeing the beautiful skyline. The one at the ground floor is looking at the trunks of the trees. They're seeing the parking lot outside. But we are all, so you can think of the consciousness as this existence within the building, and our individual experiences in our bodies is like peering out of each of these different windows on the different floors. And we all happen to have our own unique perspective as we're looking through the window. We're seeing the same thing just from different perspectives and angles. And so if you think about it in this way, what it really is telling us is we are all the same. We're all connected. This is the analogy I'm trying to use to illustrate this. And we're essentially at the core the same thing. Okay. We are the same being. But we view the world, we view the same events and circumstances from different angles, from different points of view. And the whole point, in my opinion, for life is to have this experience, to have this growth while we're on this 3D matrix that we're experiencing, this life that we are, having, experiencing it from the different angles. So me living in this particular city, growing up at my age and with my friends and my set of family and my belief systems and values that I've adopted now, just like in my analogy, you can choose to view it from a different version, from a different floor. You can hop in an elevator and say, I want to view it from the top floor versus the bottom floor, whatever you might be. You can choose to go there through your avatar, and you're going to be able to experience it through your own lens, however you wish to experience your 3D world, right? You can view it from the top if you want. You can view it from the bottom if you want. You can view it from the side if you want. It doesn't really matter. You get to choose that. But the point I'm trying to make here, though, is that everyone out there is not really out there. It's just you. We're just all viewing and perceiving things from different angles, from different perspectives. And so we can shift our perspective. We can change who we are. That's all we're doing, is just changing the room that we are viewing out from the building, out into the forest, out into the trees to see what it looks like out there. That's all we're really doing.